You know what? Whatever horrors you may find in these dark spaces, have heart and see them through. There are no premature endings. There are no wrong decisions. There are only fresh perspectives and new beginnings. This is a love story. All right. Full screen. There we go. Now it's fucking... Wow. So even when you set it to capture specific windows, it won't do them unless they're fucking full screen? That's kind of dumb. Just gonna say that. Kind of dumb. Well, and now my fucking mouse is completely not under my control. What the fuck? My mouse is completely invisible. My cursor is completely invisible on my screen, but I can see it on my stream. If I have to play this by watching my own stream to figure out where I'm clicking, that's going to be annoying. Can I click off and then back on? And it disappears. Oh, why? Why? Okay, now we're windowed again and I can see my mouse, but it won't pick... Fucking Streamlabs won't pick it up. Can I do this? Does that... Nope. That just... Wow. Can I can at least use my keyboard. I cannot fathom why I cannot see my fucking mouse. That does not make any sense to me. Well, this is a text-based choose-your-own-adventure kind of thing, right? So therefore, I won't need my mouse. So long as there's no, like, time-sensitive kind of shit. Should be good, I guess. Chapter 1, The Hero and the Princess.
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess. You're here to slay her. If you don't, it will be the end of the world.
Why, though? That's a non-starter right there. You can't just say, oh, it'll end the world. It's like, what proof do I have of that? Like, unless you can give me a foolproof explanation of why this leads to that... Have you considered maybe I'm okay with the world ending? The control is kind of weird. It's not always selecting the next one when I push down. It's just scrolling down a little bit.
I'm talking about the end of everything as we know it. No more birds, no more trees, and perhaps most problematically of all, no more people. You have to put an end to her.
There we go. There's the good one. Do you have any evidence to back this up? I like that one a lot. And then it's just back to all the other choices. Oh, maybe not. That's the worst one. Do I get some sort of reward? Ugh, that's fucking gross. That one's weird. It may be considered that maybe I'm okay with the world ending. That's kind of weird. This one's new. I'll go to the cabin, I'll talk with her, and if she's bad as you say she is, then maybe I'll slay her. But I'm not committing to anything until I've had the chance to meet her and face her. That's an interesting outlook, but you can also see that, if, she's some sort of demon and has the ability to charm people, then engaging in conversation is how you lose the ability to save yourself. Which is always a terrifying prospect, because that's always, when dealing with actual people, that's always the right choice, is to get to know somebody and understand them before making decisions about them.
She's not dangerous. She's just a princess. The danger comes if she gets out, which she will unless you do something about it.
That's still not explaining anything. There we go, yes. I want specifics. Is there anything else new here, though? That's the weakest answer you could give right there. Can somebody else do this hard thing? Ugh. I mean, it's not as bad as, do I get some sort of reward? But both are very selfish answers.
The more specifics you have, the harder it will be for you to do this very important job. She's a princess. People will listen to her, because listening to her is in their nature. And when they do, everything will come crashing down.
No. I fundamentally disbelieve that statement. Like, the only time that is ever true is when you're dealing with eldritch horror kind of shit, where it's like, the more you know, the less power you have and the more danger you're in. But otherwise, no. Knowing more is always better, so that you can make a rational decision. So that was the end of that line, I think. Yeah, because now we're just back to, do you have evidence?
Then I guess we'll just have to see what happens. But a word of warning. If you go in prepared to hear her out, she could easily trap you in her web of lies. And the more you listen to her honeyed words, the harder it'll be to pull yourself out.
Well, you can't give me a concrete answer of why this needs to be done, so that's my only option.
Then each and every one of us is doomed.
So you say.
So sure, go, talk to her. See how that turns out for all of us.
So far, the narrator is being the bad guy. Because if you can't explain yourself, that you automatically know that you're not in the right.
You make your way up the short path to the cabin. You'll find the princess within. We're not going to go through with this, right? She's a princess. We're supposed to save princesses, not slay them.
Yeah.
Ignore him. He doesn't know what he's talking about. The interior of the cabin is almost entirely bare. The air is stale and musty, and the floor and walls are painted in a fine layer of dust. The only furniture of note is a plain wooden table. Perched on that table is a pristine blade.
I wonder if that's where he got it from first, the pristine blade. Very likely.
The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right. You take the blade from the table. It'd be rather difficult to slay the princess and save the world without it. The door to the basement creaks open, revealing a staircase faintly illuminated by an unseen light in the room below. This is an oppressive place. The air feels heavy and damp, a hint of rot filtering from the ancient wood. If the princess really lives here, slaying her is probably doing her a favor.
Wow. Way to skew shit. The narrator is continuing to make himself sound like the bad guy. Like, damn, dude. I was gonna say, it kind of sucks that the button to continue on isn't the same button as selecting things. Which I guess if it comes to the point where there's longer multiple phrases you would want to skip, so you'd be hitting the button often, you wouldn't want to accidentally choose something, but...
Her voice carries up the stairs.
Who's there?
She sounds dangerous. It's almost as if she's the one in charge down here.
No, it doesn't. You're... And that's supposedly the voice of the hero and not the narrator. But they're both sounding the same as like, oh, I immediately just distrust her and she must be bad because of some random bullshit.
Don't let it fool you. It's all part of the manipulation.
Don't be a stranger. It's been so long since I've had any visitors. Come on down.
You walk down the stairs and lock eyes with the princess. There's a heavy chain around her wrist, binding her to the far wall of the basement.
She's so coldly beautiful. Is she really a threat to the world?
Focus on the task at hand.
And there you are. Are you here to kill me or something?
I don't have any preconceived notion that princesses are good or any of that bullshit. So, like, I have no problem with, yes, if she is a certifiable threat to things, then yes, she needs to be either permanently restrained or killed. But I haven't actually been given a reason for it.
How about you drop the knife and the two of us just talk?
Look how reasonable she's being. We should just drop the blade and talk things out. Don't you dare. It's fine. We can decide what we want to do after we talk to her. Maybe she really is a monster. Killing someone in cold blood isn't very becoming of us.
Mm-hmm. Now, this is stupid. There's only two choices. Like, how about you just ignore the first part, but do the second part? Like, I'm not gonna drop the fucking blade. There's no reason to. I also don't see a reason to tighten my grip threateningly either. But that's the less stupid of the two choices.
You ignore the trembling in your hands and tighten your grip on the blade.
You poor thing. Your hands are shaking. Are you scared of me? Because you should be.
Not really.
You step forward, your grip on the blade tightening as you steel your resolve.
I'm probably chained up in this basement for a reason, right? And if that knife is the only weapon you have, you'll have to get close enough to use it. So, you should just drop it. Best not to risk finding out what I can do.
She's unarmed. If you hesitate now, it'll be too late. End this.
Then I'm not talking to you.
Wow. It was literally what I was going to say.
I guess we are.
For the love of everything, just slay her already. Or drop the blade. Do something.
I don't like that both the voice of the hero and the narrator are the same. Like, I understand if this is one single person did all this, or they could only hire one person to do the voice acting or something, but he should have at least tried a lot harder to differentiate them more.
Yeah, I'm sure.
For goodness sake, the two of you can't just stand around like this forever.
Why not?
Eventually, something is going to give, and I highly recommend that you be the one to take the initiative here.
That would be bad. Wow. That's real stupid. There's no reason to railroad somebody like this. Like, I've heard some good things about this, but this is immediately pissing me off. It's like you're taking away a logical choice and forcing two stupid options. Like, the fact is, the threat, as far as I know it at this moment, is if she gets out, she is a threat. It's like, okay, so that she doesn't need to die right now, she just needs to not get out. That's what needs to happen. So there's no immediacy here. I can just sit down and wait. Like, I don't need to do anything. She has no power over to force me to do something, and yet the game is acting as if it's... So that makes me wonder, is that what the game is trying to say? Is that she actually dictates what your options are because that's her power or whatever? Or is it just bad writing because it's trying to force you to actually progress the story?
The blade tumbles out of your trembling hands.
I don't
Thank
really
you.
care.
Maybe now we can just talk.
I'm so much less interested in this now.
Against your better judgment, you step forward to speak with the princess face to face, unarmed.
Which there was no reason to do.
We'll be fine. I don't know what you're hoping to accomplish here, but I can assure you there's no reasoning with her. Just make sure you don't forget about the blade on the floor. You're going to need it.
So here we are. What an awkward start to a relationship. Do you? So, you're not going to share? How pointless. If you want to talk, I'll talk. But this isn't talking.
Don't just tell her that.
That's cute. Do you believe that? Do you think I'm some sort of monster? If I'm supposed to be capable of ending the world, then how did I wind up here, chained to a wall? Have they told you why I'm allegedly so dangerous? Ending the world seems like an awful lot for just one person to do. I wouldn't even know where to start.
I believe her. She doesn't have to know how to destroy the world to be capable of doing it.
At the end of the day, whatever the two of us have going on down here is about trust. Whoever sent you to slay me claimed I was a threat to the world, but they didn't tell you why. That doesn't sound right to me. And I don't think it sounds right to you either. Otherwise, we'd be killing each other instead of talking.
She has a point. There's a reason I've been telling you to question the situation, and there's a reason you've listened.
So, I could tell you that I'd lead a quiet life in the woods, or that I'd open an orphanage, or that I'd do any other number of good things that I'm sure you think you want to hear. But you don't really know me, do you? What can my word possibly be worth in a situation like this?
She's right about one thing. Her word isn't worth anything.
Like I said, it's all about trust. Blind trust. So do you trust me, the prisoner, the victim, the princess clearly incapable of ending the world? Or do you trust whoever put me here?
She's wrong. This isn't about trust. This is about risk. We stand to lose everything, all for the sake of one person, and a subjugating monarch no less.
There's no answer of, I don't trust either one of you. So maybe you should both actually start explaining to me everything.
She hesitates before answering.
You can address me as your Royal Highness, or Her Majesty. Any honorific should do, really.
Again, she offers no specifics. No matter how hard you try, you'll never get a straight answer out of her.
Too long. Oh, have you decided what to do with me?
You know why you're here. That seems like a pretty good compromise. Leaving her alive is too risky. If you don't deal with her soon, she will find a way out.
One way or another, I'm going to find a way out of here. You can make it easier for both of us if you help. And if you don't, I can promise that you'll come to regret that decision.
It's not helping your
You
case.
have to make a choice. Let's hope for all our sakes it's the right one. I know you think this is a fair compromise, but it isn't. No one wins here. It's a chance we'll have to take. We can make this work. If we just stay here and keep watch, No one has to die.
You're making a mistake.
You turn your back to the princess and make your way to the stairs.
It won't be long before I slip these chains. And once I'm out of here, there will be hell to pay for leaving me behind.
Slip these chains? She can't, right? She needed our help to get out of here. But do you hear the conviction in her voice? I don't think she's bluffing.
Then put more chains on, genius.
Either way, she dropped her mask, didn't she? You can still turn around and finish the job.
Yeah, she definitely threatened me, which I'm like, I don't really have a problem doing something to somebody who's fucking threatening me.
You'll be the death of all of us, but fine. Have it your way. You close the basement door, locking it behind you and quickly barricading it with the heavy wooden table that once held the blade. Okay, we can make this work. You settle in against the far wall to watch the basement door. It isn't long before you start to drift off, your eyelids heavy with fatigue. But sleep doesn't come. Instead, your rest is broken by a piercing, wailing voice calling out to you from the other side of the door.
I know you're still there. Why don't you make things easier on yourself and let me out? It's not like this little door will hold for very long anyways. It's probably a good idea to try to get back on my good side.
She sounds terrifying. Like she's less of the princess you saw and more like something out of a nightmare. As she violently rattles the door, you do your best to shut her out of your mind.
When I get out of here, I'm going to pick you apart piece by piece. I won't forget what you did, and I'll never forgive it.
What, not kill you? You're not gonna forgive me for not killing you?
You don't know the kind of enemy you've made tonight.
It doesn't sound like she's getting any weaker. No, it doesn't. Just ignore her. Maybe the banging and wailing will stop if you just don't pay attention to it. You put the princess's threats out of your mind as best you can and huddle up against the wall. You jolt awake in the middle of the night to silence in the cabin. The ruckus has stopped, and the door to the basement is ajar.
Well,
its
that's
lock
unlikely.
broken, and the table shoved out of the way. Where is she?
Thanks for helping me get out of that awful basement.
You try and stumble to your feet, but as the princess draws near, it's as though your body simply stops working. It isn't all at once. The paralysis comes in waves. First your toes go numb, and then your feet, and then your legs. You lie prone on the floor of the cabin, unable to do anything but witness her approach. Whose side are you on? Yours, of course. But I have a duty to uphold the truth. Lying about the facts of the situation doesn't change them.
That is an extremely disingenuous sentence when you've been doing lies of omission the whole time.
So helpless. I can take my time with you, can't I?
She steps closer, one silent footfall at a time, cocking her head in curiosity as you feel your organs shutting down one by one.
Or maybe I can't take my time with you. You don't look well. A little green around the gills. What a shame. If you'd only helped me get out of here, we could have done such wonderful things together.
Your lungs stop drawing in breath, and your heart freezes in your chest. You have seconds left.
I'd say better luck next time, but we both know this is the end, don't we?
It can't be. This can't actually be how everything ends. I'm sorry, but it is. Everything goes dark, and you die. You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess. You're here to slay her. If you don't, it will be the end of the world. I can assure you that you're not dead. And to answer your second question, you're here to slay the princess. I literally told you that a second ago. If he doesn't remember what happened, then maybe it's best to keep it that way. Shh! What if he hears us? That's a very good question, little voice. What if he does hear you? Shit. I think you'll find yourselves very hard-pressed to keep any secrets from me. Not that it matters right now, because like I said, this is the first time we've met. Still, I'd rather not get off on the wrong foot. We've a world to save, after all. Those are two very different questions, but fine, I'll indulge you if that's what it takes to get you moving. Let's say for a moment that this really is the second time you've met me, or at least a version of me. You died last time, which probably only happened because you didn't listen to me. We couldn't trust either of you, and as far as I'm concerned, we still can't.
Yep, that is a very true statement. Neither one of you gave me any details that would make me trust either one of you.
All we did was lock her away. And how'd that work out for you? No comment. Well then, congratulations. You've been given another chance to actually do this right. And your solution is to send us back in there. Do you want us to slay the princess, or do you want the princess to slay us? Obviously, I want you to slay her. One of you poses a threat to the world, and the other doesn't.
Are you sure of that? Do you know that for a fact either way?
Anyways, I believe your other question was something along the lines of, what's the point of doing anything? If you're asking that, it sounds to me like you're making the rather dangerous assumption that your actions last time around didn't have any consequences. What do you mean? Of course there weren't any consequences. We were killed by the princess, and now everyone's right back where they started. Sounds pretty consequence-free to me.
So what are we going to get for information to countercede that?
Speak for yourself. From my perspective, there were plenty of consequences. I'm never going to forget the way she just made us stop working.
I mean, sure, if you're going to say we have PTSD from dying, then yeah, that is a consequence.
And that's only scratching the surface. If what you said is true, it begs the question of how you got back here. Did time simply rewind itself, or have you found yourself in another world altogether? If it's the latter, what do you think happened after you died?
And more importantly, what is different in this world?
Do you think the people there lived happily ever after? Or do you think that the princess, left unhindered, brought about the end to everyone and everything, just like I told you she would?
That is likely.
If she brought an end to everything and everyone, how are we supposed to stop her? What do you want from us? I want you to succeed. You'll find a way. You're the only one who can. Just be quick about it. She is just a princess. Whatever you think happened to you last time, just get it out of your head before you get to the cabin, and you'll be fine.
No, that is not an answer. That is the opposite of an answer or an explanation. That is you setting me up to fail right there. That's the stupidest thing you could say.
Like I said, if she killed you, it was probably because you didn't listen to me. Don't talk to her, don't trust her, just go in, do your job, and save the world. I've told you everything you need to know.
No.
Going into more detail would just overcomplicate an otherwise very simple situation and make your job more difficult.
No, it wouldn't. It literally would not. As seen by my last choices, not telling me ends up with the world destroyed. So your answer is provably fucking false.
If you want us to stand a chance against her, we need to be armed with information. What is she really capable of? How are we supposed to stop her? Not to sound like a broken record, but the less you know about her, the better things will go for all of us.
No.
I know it sounds like I'm hiding something, but you're just going to have to take me at my word.
No. Double no. Triple no. Provably incorrect.
He isn't telling us everything he knows because he doesn't trust us, which means that we can't trust him.
True statement.
Stop talking yourself in neurotic circles and just get to the cabin already. No, you should do anything but that. We know what's waiting for us in that basement. People locked her in that basement, and I told you what this place is. It's a path in the woods. Don't overcomplicate things.
Complications are what make life life. Like, if you just try to simplify everything down to nothingness, then it's pointless.
Look, I'm not supposed to say this, but it's because you're special. You're the only person capable of doing this. Call it a prophecy, if that helps, but it's just the way things are.
Okay, that has the problem of just going, oh, you're the special boy. It's like, that, even if true, that sounds bad. And had you not said that, if you had said that at the beginning, I would have trusted it a little bit more, but you saying it now makes me still not trust you.
You can't just goad us into doing something by calling us special.
Yeah, exactly.
It's manipulative. Why are you trying to manipulate us?
Yep, that's literally what I just said.
I don't know, I kinda like being special.
Yeah.
Okay, fine. Maybe you can goad him into doing something, but he's not even the one who makes the decisions here. I'm not goading you into doing anything. You already know the princess is dangerous. All I'm trying to say is that you have to be the one to deal with her. I know it doesn't seem fair, but that's just the way it is. And for what it's worth, I know you have it in you to finish the job. We don't. You saw what happened to us last time. We need to leave. Great. Now, if you don't mind, the whole world is waiting with bated breath for you to save it from ruin.
I can't turn around and leave, because if what happened last time is the exact same situation we're in, if she's exactly the same, then she will eventually get out within the day and most likely kill tons of people and do terrible shit. Maybe not end the world, but do terrible shit. So we have to go forward.
A warning before you go any further.
Oh boy.
She will lie, she will cheat, and she will do everything in her power to stop you from slaying her. Don't believe a word she says.
Blah, blah, blah. I don't believe a word you say. Excuse me.
I don't think lying and cheating is her thing. She was very direct with us last time. Or at least she was direct with us after we decided to lock her away. It doesn't matter. Don't trust anyone.
Yeah. I mean, until they give you a good reason to trust them. When they keep fucking obfuscating shit and manipulating. Can I bring the narrator with me and kill both of them?
The interior of the cabin is plain, the smooth wood of the walls almost featureless. The only furniture of note is a lone table, knocked on its side in the corner of the room. A pristine blade stands between you and the open, inviting basement doorway.
And the mirror.
The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right. Hold on. What happened to the door? There was a door here last time.
It's just an empty frame.
Mm-hmm.
She's already gotten out, hasn't she? And she's ready for us. She's been waiting. Can't you feel her eyes on us?
Okay, that's a little crazy.
I'm going to need all of you to pull yourselves together. The princess has not already gotten out. But if you keep getting stuck in your head like this, you're going to struggle to get the job done.
I kind of wonder, if you die multiple times, do you keep facsimilating more personalities until you have like massive multiple personality disorder?
So deep breath in, deep breath out. Your task awaits, and only you can do it. You're right. I was so stuck on the eyes watching us that I didn't even notice it there.
How could you not notice a thing that's right fucking there?
What are you two talking about? There isn't a mirror. There's a table, the blade sitting on the floor, and the open doorway leading to the basement. There's nothing else in here.
Ooh, that's interesting.
There's definitely a mirror. There isn't. We have to look at it. Unless that's what he wants us to do. And pretending it isn't there is a trick to get us to do exactly what he wants.
Okay, that's overthinking shit right there. Well, the first part of that is true. The second part I don't give a shit about. So, yes.
You walk up to the wall next to the empty basement door frame. It's a wall. There isn't much to see here. This really isn't funny. You reach forward and rub your hand against the cabin wall. I hope you know how ridiculous you look right now.
Ooh. I like that a lot. That's awesome.
Did he make it go away? Clearly there was something in there worth investigating if he wants it hidden so bad.
You're overthinking things. What you're saying might be true, but you can't immediately jump to that conclusion. It is a possibility. And we're not going to say anything about what our hand looked like? Is that normal to us?
You reach down and pick the blade up off the floor. It would be difficult to slay the princess and save the world without a weapon. Good. Steel can't lie to us. Is it gonna be enough, though? Couldn't you have given us something else? Something, I don't know, better than a knife? Could we have a bomb? The blade is the only thing you need to finish your task. You're more than capable of pulling this off, so long as you don't lose faith in yourself. Those are the words of someone who knows he's sending us to our death. Very different. He changed it, didn't he? It's like he's trying to make us doubt our reality.
It would be one thing if you were... like, half of the things the paranoid voice say, they say it in a, this is a possibility kind of thing. And I'm like, yes, I agree with that. Then the other shit, they're like, this wild, crazy idea is definitely the thing that's going on. I'm like, no, it's a possibility, but we have no reason to jump to that conclusion just yet.
Calm down. Maybe the three of you just think everything is different because you haven't been here before. Enough of this past life nonsense. You haven't died, you certainly haven't been killed by the princess. So focus up. A lot's riding on this. You cross over the threshold onto a series of isolated steps suspended in darkness.
Are these just floating in nothingness?
More eyes, too. You never mentioned the eyes.
Is that what those are?
The air seeping up from below reminds you of fresh lightning and static, as if you're descending into a place that isn't meant for a creature of flesh and blood. If the princess lives here, slaying her would probably be doing her a favor. Her cruel and playful voice prances up the stairs.
I didn't think you'd come back. We're gonna have a lot of fun, you and I.
Okay, we need a game plan. Last time we were here, just being close to her was enough to kill us.
How hard is it to throw a knife? Pretty hard if you don't know what you're doing. Ooh, that's the bad choice.
You make your way to the bottom of the stairs.
But since she knows that I was here before, and she pretty much knows that she killed me, I don't really have a reason not to kill her now.
As you emerge, you find yourself between two loose rows of white wooden planks suspended in nothingness. A smattering of cobblestones, visible against the inky black of the basement, mark where the floor should be, forming vague pathways. At what seems to be the end of the room, they diverge in opposite directions, left and right.
What the fuck is going on?
She could be anywhere, and there's nowhere for us to hide. We're completely exposed.
Chill the fuck out, dude. When you start getting in your own head, you're just making your own paranoia worse.
Are you really not going to comment on how weird this place is? No, I'm not. Somebody needs to be the voice of reason here, and it certainly isn't you.
It's just because you're not listening to me.
Excuse me. I'm being incredibly reasonable. You're the one who's just matter-of-factly describing whatever the hell we're looking at like it's an ordinary basement.
Yeah, that's also true.
We're going to die down here. I don't want to die again.
Chill, dude.
Please stop saying that. You're only going to make things worse. Just pick a direction and start moving.
I wouldn't give it too much thought if I were you. It doesn't really matter, because either way you go, I'm going to find you.
You turn to the left.
Left is always correct.
A faintly outlined path lies before you.
There you are. I told you I was going to find you.
As the princess approaches, your legs suddenly go numb. Your arms quickly follow.
But how does that make any sense if we were sent here to do a thing and we literally can't do it?
This is it, isn't it?
And you brought your little knife with you again. Cute.
There has to be a way out of this. Think! What did you do? Pull yourself together. She isn't supposed to be like this.
Oh, it's not supposed to be like this, huh? Well, what you fucked up.
I wonder how many times I'll get to play with you before you break.
Your vision cuts out as your blood begins to coagulate. It's as if every part of your being is coming to a lurching halt. Heart, lungs, liver, nerves. Heart, lungs, liver, nerves. Heart, lungs, liver, nerves. Heart, lungs, liver, nerves. Heart.
He just keeps doing it
Liver.
and just keeps doing it.
Nerves. Heart.
That's creepy. I love it.
Nerves. Heart. Lungs.
When it repeats, though, there's not enough time after saying nerves for the second time before it restarts. Breaks the cadence a little bit.
Your lungs pull in a desperate gulp of air as your eyes shoot back open. What are you doing? I'm working. Do you want this body to function, or do you want... And then experience stops once more as your body reapproaches death. Okay, whatever you were doing, please just start doing it again. You sure about that? Are you sure that's what you want, or do you want to interrupt me some more? You have seconds left. Yes, I'm sure. Heart, lungs, liver, nerves. Heart, lungs, liver, nerves. Heart, lungs. Again, your eyes shoot open as you gasp for breath. Lungs.
Can't decide what you want to do, can you? Oh well, standing there gasping like a fish is more fun than dead, even if you look ridiculous.
She isn't attacking us. Why? The why doesn't matter. She's already proven her ill intent. Don't lose sight of your mission. Your weapon is still in your hands. Strike at her and end this before it's too late.
Oh, I want to ask that question, but literally, yes, she has shown a desire to kill me. That seems like a real bad choice.
Liver, nerves, heart, lungs, liver, nerves.
Huh. Oh.
Nerves, heart, lungs, liver.
I kind of really want to know this one.
I tried to leave while you suffocated, but that stupid cabin wouldn't let me. So I started to drag your body out with me, and then... Well, you died before I could get to the door. And then I was here, and now you're here too. I don't think I can move without you, and dead doesn't count. And as much as I love what we have going on, I have bigger plans than tormenting one poor little creature forever. I want to leave.
So you can't leave without me, which means you need to fucking start behaving, bitch.
I am being nice. You're alive, aren't you? And you died of fright as soon as you saw me last time. I didn't think keeping you alive was an option. But it looks like that's not a problem anymore. At least not for me. You seem miserable.
Okay, so the idea is that her aura is what kills you, and it's not of ill intent. Puts a little bit of a skew on things, but she also enjoys it. So it means that...
We're stuck down here together until you change your mind.
Static, and a skipped beat as she touches your shoulder and whispers in your ear. No! Heart, lungs, liver, nerves. Heart, lungs, liver, nerves.
Or until your heart finally gives out.
Heart, lungs, liver, nerves.
And then, when you die, I'll find myself somewhere new. And before too long, you'll be there too. That's how this all works, right? This doesn't end until you let me out. And a lot can happen before then. I'm sure I can get creative.
Nerves, heart, lungs, liver, nerves.
Huh.
Lungs, liver, nerves.
You're making it so easy.
Nerves, heart, lungs, liver, nerves. 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 Heart, lungs,
It's so freaky that he just keeps doing it. So awesome.
heart, lungs, liver, nerves. 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 Heart, lungs.
I'll give her one last
I
chance.
am what I am. It's It's not my fault that you can't handle being around me.
Liver, nerves, heart, lungs, liver, nerves, heart, lungs, liver, nerves, heart, lungs, liver, heart, lungs, liver, nerves, 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 heart, lungs, liver, nerves.
This seems like the right choice now, because she's shown that she callous disregard for other people's lives.
Heart, lungs, liver, nerves, heart, lungs, liver, nerves, heart, lungs, liver, nerves, heart.
But I can't help but think that the game wants you to engage with it more.
Nerves, heart, lungs, liver.
But this seems like the right choice now.
Your will concentrates into a single fine point, and you strike out against the princess, ignoring the constant reminders of your breaking body. She doesn't even move as the blade sinks into her heart. But we did it. We actually did it. Lungs, liver, nerves, heart, lungs, liver, nerves.
You actually went for it. Oh, you're going to regret this. I could be so much more terrible for you than I am now.
Nerves,
Can she?
lungs, liver. We've already seen how she can change. Heart, lungs, liver, nerves.
You're not getting those stairs back. I'll see you when you finally decide to die.
She falls to the ground, unmoving. Nerves, heart, lungs, liver, nerves. Oh, I can stop now, can't I? I can. Finally.
And now that she's gone, you can let us out of here. Right?
But she was the one who controlled this place, wasn't she? And now she's dead. I don't like to think what that means for us.
Mm-hmm.
It means that you're stuck here. Forever. Oh no. Oh no, 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 no. Oh no, I hate this.
That's such a good statement. It's like, oh, I hate this. It's like purgatory forever. Oh, I hate it.
Time passes.
Forever's gonna end eventually, right?
No, it won't. That's the whole point of forever. It doesn't end.
I feel sick.
It doesn't have to be forever, though.
Do we have to kill ourselves to get out of this? Are we in a fucking nightmare loop? Is that what this whole thing is?
What do you mean? We still have a way out, clutched in our hands.
Are you suggesting we kill ourselves? Won't we be dead? I guess that hasn't stopped us before.
It's so good. It's like, well, I guess we are technically immortal. Oh, this. All right. It's gotten good. It flipped itself back around, and it's gotten good.
That's a terrible idea. You've already saved the entire world from ruin. Why would you want to die? Because right now, you don't want us to do that.
I mean, that's not the entire reason, but that is a funny reason. And kind of true.
You're right. I don't.
Why not, though? If she's dead in this world, and every time we die, we create a new universe, new separate reality. This reality is safe because she's dead. She no longer exists in this one. So if we stop existing in this world, how does that change the rest of the world? What negative does us dying here have for the rest of the world?
But if we've already saved the world, then why does it matter if we die? Why do you care?
I'm glad that I don't fully, 100% of the time, agree with the voice called the Paranoid, but damn, do we think along similar lines? Because I definitely don't consider myself a paranoid person. I'm just practical.
I just do. I value life. Every life. Even yours. Especially yours.
especially mine, but why? If the life has no worth because we're stuck down here in purgatory, we can't, there's no joy to be had here. There's no hope, no future. What is the point?
Why?
What do you mean, why? I think it's perfectly reasonable to value life.
Exactly. I don't have to answer that.
That's a grim thought, innit?
Yeah, that was my first thought.
But I suppose you're right. You are a creature of biology. Something will happen to you before forever comes along. We don't have to starve to death. You have our way out. Use it.
I mean, if those are your only two options, yes, one of those is definitely better than the other.
I'm stuck here with you. I wish I weren't. Feelings mutual. At least we're all being honest.
Yeah, that's nice.
You remove the blade from the princess's body. What exactly are you planning on doing with it?
Oh, throw the blade into the void. Woof.
Ah yes, the whole looping thing. How unfortunate. You were only supposed to be here once.
Oh, so you know that this was a possibility.
I don't like the way you said that. You knew this was a possibility, didn't you?
Why? Why am I the voice of paranoid? Why is that me? Why am I labeled that way? I love it. I love that this is my line of thinking exactly. Holy shit.
Of course I did. Though I'd rather hoped I was the first one. That explains a lot, though. Oh, you bastard. How much are you not telling us?
Well, a lot, obviously.
Plenty. But it's all in your best interest. And the world's. And mine.
No, it's not, because we keep getting into these untenable situations. This one's better than the last, but it's still not great.
She's dead and we're stuck in a hell void forever. How could telling us your secrets possibly hurt anyone?
That is a very good question.
It just can. Look,
'Cause he knows we can
this world
loop.
is saved, but if you start over, for all you know, you're just putting another world in danger. You barely managed to land the killing blow here. What if you don't manage it next time? I've already
Then
said
I'd
too much.
be 2 for
really.
3.
You won't get another word out of me on the subject. More time passes. You're still here. More time passes. You're still here. More time.
We're not getting hungry or anything?
More time. More time.
Alrighty.
No. Still no. You're not going to wear me down. Oh, we should ask him one more time. He's on the cusp of sharing his secrets. I can feel it. Or not. Either way, at least needling him is something to do.
Indeed.
The narrator ignores you. You can't just describe yourself ignoring us. I can. The narrator can...
Aww. Well, here we go, because I need to learn more. I love the fact that it does look like we might be a lizard folk. I love that. I love it so much.
I don't like this, but I suppose there's not much I can do to stop you, is there? You raise the blade to your neck and slit your carotid artery. Here we go.
Gah! Jeez, dude. Suddenly having some really great Foley. Oh.
You'd better get this right next time, do you hear me? Don't blow it. Everything goes dark, and you die. You're on a path in the wood. Shit. This really doesn't end, does it? It doesn't matter if we kill her, it doesn't matter if she kills us, it just goes on and on and on and on and on. Yes, so it does.
Ooh, we got a new one.
No, there has to be a way out of here. There just has to be. What if we do what she asked us to last time? What if we just let her leave?
No, that's not an option.
Okay, so you've already been here. More than once, even. Great. So you probably already know all about her and all about the threat she poses to the world. Then let me remind you how catastrophic it would be if you helped her leave in any way. If she gets out, the world ends and everyone ends with it, yourself included. Oh, threatening us with death, are we? And why should we be afraid of dying? We've already done it twice. All death has done is shunt us back to these woods, where we're forced to listen to your empty warnings again and again.
I like that this voice is definitely different. The paranoid one's a little bit more different than the hero, because the hero and the narrator are way too close, but the paranoid is definitely different enough, and the cold is much different. I like that a lot.
This place feels a bit different though, doesn't it? I don't even know what I'd call it, but it's definitely not the same path in the woods anymore.
That's all the more reason to take this seriously. If the path isn't the same, it means that her influence is spreading, and the world has already started to end. Her influence? I really should have said that. It'll make your task more difficult.
No, it won't!
But now it's out, you could always take that information as a sign of goodwill between us and do your job, alright?
Suspiciously quick.
If I had to make a wager, I'd say yes and no. Is that supposed to be a riddle? If it is, it's not very good. I haven't met you, but you've clearly met me. It sounds to me like you're hopping between parallel realities, in which case the me you just met here is the same collection of experiences as the me you met at all of those other beginnings, but their continuity breaks the moment you say or do anything, in effect making them all separate.
Yep.
So, yes, I'm the same me, but ever since the moment we started talking, I'm different.
Perhaps. Depending upon if these are just like the how do you explain it? We're either going through multiple parallel realities, in which case everything could be different, even if most likely just tiny things are different, or, and I don't know what the name of the theory is, it could also be the splitting timeline where everything came to the point where we started here, but then from there, everything changes. So he could be literally the exact same person. But I think because of the fact that we're here now and things have changed, makes it less likely that it's the splitting timeline kind of thing. Because things have already changed by the time we get to our start point.
I'm not sure how we're supposed to kill him ourselves, but he's asking for it. Maybe there's some way she can take care of him for us.
That's a bit of a leap.
They've clearly all been through some harrowing experiences. Don't let their baggage influence your decisions. You have the ability to see things clearly. I suggest you use it.
Oh. Yeah, I guess when you think of it, that every voice that we have is the previous run's entire person. So it would make sense that I am the voice of the paranoid, because that was all my decisions that I fully agreed with, even as I was dying. Whereas the rest of the stuff that happens now, I have much less control over, so I'm less convinced of my decisions because I have less autonomy in them. And I'm more just reacting to trying to figure out what the fuck's changed. It has suddenly gotten freaking cold. God damn. It has nothing to do with having a voice called the cold either. Freaking the sun went down and now... Ooh. Jeez. No, that's dumb. No. No.
You continue down the path towards the cabin.
Because we already know she can get away. Well, actually, no, we don't. Shit. She literally said last time that she can't leave the cabin.
It isn't long before you're steps away from your destination. I don't think you need any words of warning. I think you know what's in there, and despite your protestations, I think you know what you need to do.
Although, now that we can see that she's having an influence outside of it, even though she can't leave, kind of also says, yes, we need to go in there.
I don't like any of our options here. It feels like we're being driven down the tracks to some awful inevitability. There must be something we're missing. Something that would make everything make sense.
I wonder if you can have different voices based on your choices. That rhymed. That would be super interesting.
Maybe letting her out really is the answer.
No.
Whatever. You don't want to listen to me? Do it then. Let her out. See what I care. It sounds like somebody's about to crack. The interior of the cabin is long and dark, a single narrow hallway stretching far into the distance. Curtains billow out from tall windows on either side, obscuring the path forward, fluttering helplessly as opposing gusts of wind rush into the building, clashing and joining and driving everything forward.
Alright, I'm gonna have to go for a second. Since it's getting cold, I gotta go check on my boy. I'm gonna have to make some food fairly soon too, since I haven't eaten anything yet today.
The only furniture of note is... That's strange. What's strange? Is it the mirror? The mirror? No, there isn't a mirror. What's strange is that there isn't much of anything in here at all, aside from the curtains. There's supposed to be a pristine blade. Why isn't there a pristine blade? Of course there isn't a mirror. There wasn't one last time either, so why would it be there this time? I suppose the only way to go is forward. So forward we will go. Blade or not, it doesn't really matter, does it?
Yeah, because the blade let us kill her last time, so not having that's bad. Oh, I'm gonna sneeze. Oh.
You slowly make your way towards the gaping maw that awaits you. Your fraying nerves buzz with trepidation, the chill wind raising your hackles as it gently pushes you forward towards the darkness at the end of the hallway. You can't shake the feeling that you're being watched. Oh, do we? Do we feel like we're being watched? I hadn't noticed. At least you're admitting to it now. You stop as you reach the end of the hallway, I presume in front of whatever mirror isn't actually there.
Nice.
This is it. The mirror's going to go away, and she's going to startle us. We better brace ourselves.
I mean, that is a possibility.
You reach your arm forward into the pitch black of the opening. Oh, that was a close one. All that stress and lead up for nothing.
Helplessly staring into the void. I'm glad I made a lasting impression.
Shit, where is she? You feel something long and frigid coil around your ankle. Your heart skips a beat, standing in muted shock for one long, frozen moment. And then she, the princess, constricts. Your bones snap.
Bitch.
Icy pain radiates up from the break, a deep cold flooding your veins as your legs, numb with the shock of it, collapse, and you collapse with them. You're met with the terrifying visage of the princess. Her hand grips your leg in a steel vice, her grin carved jagged from ear to ear, crowded with far too many long and crooked teeth.
Our legs! Our legs are awesome! But it does kind of look like we have feathers. We might be a bird person.
You killed me last time, and that was after you tried to lock me away forever. I was so close to freedom, but then you took my body away from me. So now, I'm going to take yours, and I'm going to walk it out of here. And you get to watch me do it, completely helpless, just like you left me.
Okay, maybe letting her in isn't the best idea. She clearly hates us. And what's your point? I thought you wanted to get out of here. This is a way out, and it's different. We might as well take it.
Nope. That's a no.
Yeah, but not like this. She's going to make it hurt.
Kick her in the face.
And turn off the part of you that feels things. Oh, like it's that easy?
Yeah.
It is. Pain is just another sensation. If you can tolerate joy, you can tolerate pain.
I do kind of believe that to some degree. Like, if you know that you have two choices, either excruciating pain or dying or whatever the other choice is equally bad, then you just put up with the pain. You know? I mean, it's not going to be easy or anything, but it's like, you just deal with it. Like, I did that when I had my fucking face smashed in. I did that when I fell onto some metal that pierced my fucking ribs and stuff. Like, you just deal with it. It sucks ass, but you don't give up. You don't give in.
Except that pain hurts. Yes, that's what it does. That's the definition.
Why am I... Both of these voices do stuff that I agree with.
Do we need to explain to you why pain is bad? You need to explain to yourself why it isn't.
Well, it's still bad. You can just deal with it. Kick her in the face.
You struggle against the princess, but all you manage to do is grind the fragments of your splintered ankle together. You can't shake free from her now.
It's so easy to make you squirm. But I won't be crueler than I have to be. I don't even want to cause any more damage. It'll be hard enough for me to walk out of here on that broken ankle.
You remain pinned to the floor of the long hallway as the rest of the
she did
princess's
die.
body emerges. Her proportions all wrong, limbs bent and curling, moving in ways that defy your understanding.
No, she's a skeleton. She still has the friggin' hole in her chest where I stabbed her. She died and rotted. And then reanimated.
Her torso stretches until her face is practically touching yours, her neck cracking audibly as she twists to look at you from a fresh angle. Are you sure you can't do anything to help us? Can't you, like, manifest a rock right on top of her head? And crush you along with her? Not that I even can manifest a rock. Besides, I thought you all wanted to free the princess.
No. No. Didn't choose any of those options.
Not like this. You don't even have a weapon, so I'm afraid you're out of luck, which unfortunately means that I, and the rest of the world, are out of luck too. Okay, deep breath. This is fine. This is fine. This is fine.
It's definitely not fine.
Is it? Is there any conceivable way that this is fine?
Yeah, I'm right. This is fine. It's better than last time. At least our organs aren't failing. At least I can actually talk.
Nice.
It is fine. Everything is always fine. These consequences have no real impact on us outside of momentary discomfort. I'm sure we'll be moving on again soon.
Damn, dude. That's sort of my outlook on life right there. It's like, this too will pass. Except getting old. Getting old doesn't pass. That's the part that sucks. Everything else is temporary.
Your vision fades as she tears open the membrane of your soul. You're awake. Eyes once again fixed on the long hallway, your vision swimming as the princess's command reverberates inside your skull. Her voice is all-encompassing. You feel wrong. It's so cramped in here. Like there's some sort of growth trying to push us all out. I know. You rise to your feet, though the pain in your ankle is blinding. Your body slumps against the wall, desperately leaning into it for support. It's rather rude to show up in somebody else's body and boss it around like this.
Well, you're a bitch, so I mean...
We were gonna let you out of it. That's the whole reason we marched all the way back up to the cabin. Were we? I was.
I know you were, but you were going into it for the wrong reasons.
And what reasons are those supposed to be? Nobody should be able to be judge, jury, and executioner.
Weren't you all of those things for me?
Nope.
I can grasp the shape of everything you think and feel. Because you were numb, but you are hopeless and paranoid. You are afraid of me.
I mean, to some extent, yes, because you have all of these powers, so...
And I don't feel the regret into the recesses of your soul. There is not a drop of sympathy to be found.
Because you're a bitch.
We weren't always like this. I've always been like this.
Had you not been a bitch, things could have changed. And it's like, when you're like, oh, I am being nice. Like, no, you're not. You don't even know the definition of being nice. When you're being a bitch and saying you're being nice tells people that you don't even know how to be nice or be sympathetic.
All I'm doing is reading what you've sown.
We don't have to let her out.
I've been storing up a little bit of will since she forced her way in here. Take it and throw us all into the basement. It's better than giving her what she wants.
You wouldn't dare. Move now.
Your body, still slumped against the wall, trapped between the princess's overwhelming will and the blinding pain of your splintered ankle, takes an excruciating step towards the cabin door. The movement is stiff, your body reduced to a marionette, pulled reluctantly along by your strings.
It's not that bad. The pain feels good. Because I know you feel it too.
In a single moment of overwhelming willpower, you tear your body from the wall and hurl it towards the gaping abyss.
I won't let you do this.
Capillaries burst and muscle fibers tear as you and the princess struggle over the reins of your body. One foot planted firmly on the edge where the floor ends, and the nothing begins. It's unquestionable that her reserves are greater than yours, but fortunately for you, the distance you have to cover is far shorter. We're putting in everything we have.
Well, that wasn't a very well done line.
You're not. You're thinking too much about how she's hurting us. You're thinking too much about your body. It's just a body.
Yes, it's just a body now. But I gave you so many terrible things to you.
1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Next one we all go. 1, 2, 3.
I like this idea that the paranoid voice has all of this power that the others don't have.
You throw everything you have against her and manage, for one brief moment, to overpower the princess's hold on your body. But that moment was all you needed. Your foot slips a few inches, and you collapse forward, the darkness swallowing you whole.
Why do you hate me?
'Cause you're a bitch.
Her thought slips through you, unheeded, as you fall, and fall, and fall. We did it! We actually did it! Yes, we've really shown them all, haven't we? I don't think this qualifies as saving the world, but at least you didn't ruin it. What happens now?
What do you mean what happens now? You wanted this.
That doesn't mean I knew what was going to happen.
But I want to know what he thinks happens now.
I don't think you're going to find that out.
Why? What do you know that you're not telling us?
You should be better punching to your head. You left. Go on. It's just you and you and you and me.
That's such an awesome statement. You and you and you and me. The two of us.
Idiot. What is happening to me?
Well, that was interesting.
She's gone. Where did she go? Should we try and find her?
No.
And there's that mirror again. Why is it here? Why now?
We should find out.
I'm begging you, don't do this. It's different now. It feels, I don't know, final.
What else are we gonna do?
It's calling us, and not in a good way. Ignore the cowards. You have to look.
That's cool. I can make out the shoulders and only the vague impression of a face. Am I? I don't think that's a true statement.
Something finds me in the long quiet and brings me the gift of a fragile vessel.
All right.
I am solitary lights in an empty city. What are you? I think that you are like me. We are oceans, reduced to shallow creeks. You are the only thing I have ever known. The space we're in is vacant. Nothing comes here but us.
That's interesting. I wonder why. Do you know about the worlds beyond this place?
I know only that they are. You are familiar, but you are not me. I feel sadness, longing, hope as I witness you. How can the world have ended if we are talking?
I asked if it was the end, not past the end.
Yes, nerves and fibers to feel the worlds beyond, perspectives to make my own. This one is loneliness turned to seething. She could not find her strength in others, so she found it in herself. She will make for a driven heart. Do not mourn her. She isn't alone anymore. Nothing, as we are, but I know that there are worlds beyond us, and that we are meant to reach them. There is no exit, but this vessel is a creature of perception. She can make you forget, if only you believe her to be able to. Bring me more perspectives, so that I may be whole, and perhaps then we will know our freedom.
Huh. So that's basically saying that it ate my previous run's consciousnesses and it wants more of them. Huh.
You ask of things that cannot be done. To destroy is merely to reshape, to remold. How can I know? I am flickers in something sprawling and unilluminated. Everything, until we meet again. More than you have found, but less than there are to find. I am infinite. The rest will find their own way home.
That's not a helpful statement at all. That doesn't explain anything.
Then we will be here forever, as we are now. Unfinished, dry, hollow.
Oh
She
boy.
asks that I tell you to remember her. You won't.